The Interpreter's Tale, as told to Carol Watts. Here is a passage of words. My words are given in evidence. My words form the skin of another's arrival. On the surface, they might seem untroubled, like the surface of a lake. They might seem like that to you, as if law has a calm and liquid grammar, settled even in transit. I know more about journeys than I can say. My words follow the lines of motorways. They know the violence of borders. Sometimes they wait to see if they are lucky this time. Just once is all it takes. Sometimes they are burned off like fingerprints. Words always grow back. They wait. I carry them from there to here. Here. I will tell you word for word. My word for hers. I say I for her or his I. I came from Eritrea. I was shackled. I saw people die in the desert. That day I came out of the lorry, I felt I had been born for a second time. Word for word. I am not believed. I am believed when she is not. You need to understand, I tell her, this is how it works here. They will not believe you more if you shout louder. Let me give you a word. Let's say, brother. My brother gave me money to leave. My brother sent me money to leave. Between giving and sending are continents. Geography intervenes. A salience of stories, colonial maps carved up by naming and verbs. In giving, you might understand some closeness, as if he had come into the house that morning, pressed into my hand. Take this, go now. In sending, a necessary distance, as if my brother, without rights or a bank account, perhaps in Israel, already a migrant, had found a way to help me leave. Mobile contact. A choice of two words her story relies on, in me. Giving and sending. Truth's kinship. Shatters or holds us. I say brother, that is uncle. So it was not her brother who helped her. Her story isn't stacking up. I say brother, meaning the brother of my father. My uncle gave me money to leave. My uncle sent me money to leave. One word weighed, along with another. Know that k in your word uncle sounds like the k in our maternal brother, ako. An ear wants to find a meeting place in a word, to catch in sound that switch of the heart before translation. Listen. K, 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 k. A crack in a remembered voice. Insistence of water in the mind, like a dripping tap when the voice dries up. A journey becoming voiceless. A simple sound, k, hearing hope for equivalence in families. A simple sound, k, as if we begin from the same generous place in body and language. A simple sound, k, is her distress. Her whole body may be ransomed by it. I'm not believed. I am believed, but she is not. K, credible. That day she hurled all her naked words at the judge. I must translate everything that is said, find the words closest to obscenity, embellish nothing. But in the saying so much present remains unsaid, obscene, pressing around like faces of the dead or ghosted memories, crowds of wishes, fear, absence, oxygen, children, mothers, clandestine, freedom, risk, better life, I miss you, pass or die. Words suck the air from vast containers. Learn not to breathe so they won't tell we are all here. Knock on arrival. Words are spoken in relief. Words try and move things along for now, as if later it may come good. I ask, if you know it, can you tell me? So that stories aren't compelled to fill in the gaps, as if politeness demands it. Respect is a freight. It can tie words up and bind you. I will tell you what you want to hear because of it. I will not hold your gaze because of it. How do you receive her? No one is spared. There was a road trip I took, Years after my own journey to Europe, across 5 states in America, at one point I got out of the car on a freeway. There were 7 lanes on each side. I closed my eyes and imagined the country as it would have been with buffalo. Under tarmac and concrete, I thought, we have raped this land. There is no freeway across these deserts, no line on the map but tracks. Satellites might find them each time they orbit, turning Earth to grid, motion to droneways, noticing the scurry of beetles to escape the heat, the helix motion of snakes, the roaming of dunes and stones. The pickups are crammed with people. They are transferred to larger trucks. The convoys fly across. The drivers are often high. Escaping armies and other gangs, kidnappings, raids. They break down, have to be dug out. Overturned in the speed and sand. People are buried where they fall. So many unseen, unspoken bodies, as many and more as make it to the sea. I heard them threaten to take her organs. I was shot at by snipers. I waited in the house of a man with a tank in his garden. I was packed in cartons of washing powder. I saw people taken from containers and hung by the side of the road. I was detained. I was mobile and therefore a criminal. I was immobile and therefore a criminal. I wrapped my phone in plastic. I flew over sand and now I meet the shore. Now a leaky boat, now a port, now a train, now a lorry, now you. Words are tarmac and concrete. They can be prison houses or they're unlocking. We build cities from them around our freeways. We walk and occupy them. They feel given to us. How our words secure us. We, you, us, I. There is a breeze around them. They float. They extend as far as we choose. How far does brother reach? How strange is sister in her travelling? Might one word be said as well as another? A poem in Tigrinya, Alawauna, Alawana, we have, men and women. Beneath the tarmac, outside the exchange of word for word, messages scratched on the walls of caves. Money is a tentacular tax, weighs us all, weaves its tracks, buys private armies, worms into border guards, into officials, into legions of translators, phones, the ear. Money works with the season, the tax we all pay, the blowback of bodies, cruelty without limit, nothing that cannot be done to them. No punctuation to give this history reasonable measure. The longest sentence could never span the devastation, tell this story into available maps, translate this indifference as the truth it is. Your duty is to interpret everything that is said. Find composure, listen, speak. Everything is at stake each time. Everything.